So with that, we can, for some reason, go into a story that I'm still trying to wrap my head around.
Oh, did you put it on the docket, but you don't fully understand it?
Because I like, there's a lot to this, and I don't mean in terms of like complexity. I mean literally in terms of like square mileage.
Oh man, I saw you getting confused about this.
Because you know.
Oh man.
Like to quote like Penny Arcade, like we've replaced this gamer's Xbox controller
with a grizzly bear.
Let's see if he notices the difference. Did anyone replace my? Is this a new controller?
I like it.
I think it's better.
So the Xbox One is getting a new Duke controller for $70.
I haven't seen this. Scroll down.
It is the
Duke.
It's the Duke S actually.
Oh boy,
that's horrible.
It's the Duke S.
Oh, but the black and white buttons are changed now.
Man.
Well, this is the S.
Yeah.
No, but the black, white, and buttons were always on the bottom for the S, I thought.
That's the Duke.
The original Duke had them on the bottom right.
Really?
And then the S had them in the upper right.
Huh.
The Xbox controller was a here. Let me just. We're fucking staring at a browser.
What fools? No, not us. Them.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm trying to. So everyone came back with me with the
Bring
whole.
the boomerang back for the PS4 for fuck's sake.
Everyone came back with the whole like big hands argument, and I'm like, no, because I have big hands and I understand the struggle. That was a poor controller. It was bad. The one thing about it that is interesting is that the middle giant waste of space logo is now actually a screen.
That could have been a VMU.
Now it's a screen.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, so this is the type.
I don't know. That looks like the S.
Here we go. Let's pull it up.
Oh man,
this is the Duke.
This is the worst.
So the S moved them down there.
The S moved them down to the bottom.
Oh,
but they were originally.
And the original Duke had.
Because I don't use a fucking Duke. Because
the
I'm
original,
a human.
yes, the original Duke had them up top.
Hideous. I had it backwards. Oh,
right.
Boy.
This is the Duke. This is what they launched with. It was round. It was awful. And it was unplayable despite, I mean, like the size, beside the size, even if it was in a normal shape, this stick, this button, this fucking everything was abysmal.
That was its D-pad.
Yeah, they got something usable when they put the Type S out, right?
Man, this makes me feel that someone at Microsoft that has clout just said no. I want my Duke controller,
and that
just made it happen.
If you read the fucking thread that they go down in, they're like thanking each other and getting excited.
Says, this is a wonderful moment. Is it?
Yeah, wasn't there? Phil Spencer's like, yeah, you made it happen.
Yeah, this stupid
Wait,
thing.
Seamus Blackley pushed for this?
Yeah, he's the one that posted about it. He probably designed the fucking thing.
He did.
He probably designed it.
Phil Spencer.
No, he did.
Yeah. No, and
I'm
Phil.
just trying to parse this.
Yeah, Phil Spencer's like, thank you for making it happen. So he made it happen.
Thanks, Seamus.
Why couldn't you just have this in your house and keep it?
Could you not get a custom one made by the tribe?
Could you have not used the one that Microsoft's offices are still built upon?
This is that fucking Redmond fucking Microsoft tribe shit again. That creepy cult shit.
Sure.
The tribe uses the Duke.
I'm gonna wait for my incoming message on that one, but
yeah, the guy just like, nah, man, the Duke's the shit.
But it's
tribe
really,
forever.
It's like you went back to the unplayable one,
when they
not the Type S.
Okay, when the Xbox shipped in Japan, did it ship with the controller S first, or was there a period where they shipped it with Dukes?
The Duke was the only thing attached to the console for a while.
Okay.
The Type S came out, I want to say, a year later.
If it came out in Japan, I think there was like allegations of war crimes against the Xbox for forcing Japanese people to play games with it. They were supposed to play Ninja Gaiden with this?
Man.
So again, the middle thing is apparently a screen now, so that's nice.
Oh, I have a small controller update. That's pretty bad. The Duke's pretty bad. I had to use it once or twice back in the day at my friend's house. Now that I have a Jaguar in my home that works, there is no controller like the standard controller worse than the Jaguar.
All right, I gotta pull up a photo of this.
So
I'm gonna say that.
It's I know because okay the problem with the Jaguar controller
if I remember correctly, is
the
12 buttons on the bottom, right?
That are not used in some games. And some games they are, like fighting games.
And I've never gotten a chance at it, but I've always been really confused by the fucking...
That's something else. The 3 button is what it came with.
The 3 button. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I had 3 different people put their hands on this, and they said, this is the worst controller.
That looks abysmal. It's not the boomerang. The numpad on the bottom is, again, incredibly confusing.
I'm trying to think of one. It's not the ZX Spectrum. It's not the fucking Specky. Or, sorry, it's not the TurboGrafx. But there's one that it's a knob with, like, a phone numbering system underneath it.
I know which one you mean.
It's like a fucking 4-bit piece of shit.
Gentlemen, I've talked about it many times, but just for the record.
Panasonic 3DO is fine.
Is it?
Yeah.
I remember it being fine back in the day.
Here's your problem.
Might be really
It
bad,
looks
though.
fine to me.
Here's your fucking problem, sir.
What's the problem?
Why are you zooming in so hard?
Why are you doing this?
You see this B button right here?
Yeah,
it's
I
got a
see
little-
it.
You see that hole in the middle?
Yeah, I see it.
Fucking blisters every time you use
Why
it.
is a hole
Get your
there?
hands strong.
No, your thumb.
Get your hands strong.
That's not the way that works.
Yeah, it is.
You use this thing, and you press the B button many times to play the video game,
Mm-hmm.
and then the space in the fucking button creates a weird blister circle in your thumb that then bubbles up with pus.
Eventually, you'll get strong
Wow,
enough to not have that happen.
Wow, you played the 3DO a lot.
This is that's what I'm saying. I didn't own one. I went to fucking Oz.
Oh, I thought you imagined it.
I went to Oz. No, I played it at the rental shop that we had where you can go and play things for a while. And the fucking 45 minutes that we played, I got a blister off of the controller.
I played the 3DO
Nothing-
once at a friend's birthday, and I don't remember any problems, but I mean, that was when I was like 12, so...
Nothing in video games is as shit as a controller that gives you one on first touch.
Why is it there? What does it do?
Nothing.
There's got to be a read. There's got to be a...
So that your
it's-
finger can tell the difference
It's.
between the 3
I
buttons.
think it's like the F and J
stupid.
keys
The
on the
Genesis didn't
keyboard,
need that.
so that when you ASDF and then you put your fingers down, you
Yeah.
can feel the F and the J, and you know where they are. But it's 3. How hard is it to know where your thumb is resting?
Bring in the Jaguar control because now I have the fighting games working. So one
The
day-
shape, yeah, the shape is normal, but that hole in the button puts it like to fucking like 0 on 10. Like
Wait,
there's
why
nothing there.
Why is the select button X?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Like I get P because that could be that's pause, but what's X?
Now the Jaggy controller,
Yagi.
that D-pad looks like one of them old.
It's awful.
Yeah, it rounded corners.
Also, there's no shoulder buttons on the top, so like all that's wasted space. And I don't know what the fucking number pad is for. In one of the fighting games I have, it's random attacks. What I mean, like it's left kick or right kick, whatever.
But they actually did assign functions to those numpad buttons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the Philips CDI.
Yeah, here you go.
That's what I'm fucking thinking of.
Here you go.
But
That fucking piece of shit.
But it's also really similar to the.
No, not that one.
Gravity.
This one?
pad.
That one.
Yeah, that was.
This is an
controller.
additional.
The paddle controller for shitheads.
This is the paddle controller for the CDI is like a nunchuck though.
Well,
The main controller is still this controller.
That controller that Pat was looking at,
Yeah.
that's the one that was just to navigate like software.
Yeah.
It wasn't even to play games. Like you could,
Yeah,
but that
yeah.
wasn't its intent.
So like the game controller was the one that looked like a Super Nintendo controller, and
I
it
found
had this little like circle thing in the middle.
Yeah, that's a Gravis gamepad.
You
That's
screw in the
a
joystick.
little
Yeah.
stick.
Yeah.
All right, I found it. I found the one I was thinking of. It's the Intellivision.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
Intellivision is the worst ever. It defies belief.
Let's take a look.
It's a fucking remote with a fucking
like dial.
dial.
Yeah, okay, I remember that one.
That's the one.
But there's an era that you give it up to age.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, fuck that.
There's a time frame in
you-
which you're like,
like-
all right, video games didn't know what they were
The
yet.
Jaguar comes out after the Genesis 6-button pad. There's no excuse.
I'm pretty sure the Intellivision came out after Atari, so
Yeah.
there's no excuse.
I hope our audio
Yeah.
listeners are familiar with their video game history, and if not, it's a history lesson time.
Well, they got internets.
So there you go. That's how you're listening. But yeah, man. Intellivision bad,
Jaguar's the worst one I personally
but
ever
dating
held. I'll
dating
say
it,
that.
it's forgivable. Pre-Nintendo controller, it's forgivable. You know what I mean?
I don't.
Personally, CDI Pretty rough, but again, this is just a Gravis gamepad.
Yeah, it's a Gravis game. I used to play. I have to play.
Well,
my
this, I
friend's
mean,
house.
these are all.
Jaguar, really rough to hold.
I'll bring that.
That's
next
bad.
time.
The angle of the buttons is the most unnatural thing because what is your thumb supposed to do?
They're vertical.
What is your thumb supposed to do?
It's supposed to rest on one, and you're supposed to move it up and down on a diagonal.
oh, like
to
a
hit
like
it,
a clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
which sucks.
Uh,
I mean, these are all just warm ups before you get to Dreamcast, though.
I mean,
No, Dreamcast is way better than this.
The fucking Duke is just an inflate. It's a Prego version of the Dreamcast controller.
It honestly,
Prego King.
It honestly looks like the controller version of Ugandan Knuckles, just a regular controller that's just been mashed into a ball.
Oh,
Anyway.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
But my personal fucking,
I can understand.
Most hated.
it's all on a button. All on a button.
I love that Willie's 3DO controllers are all caked in pus.
And blood. And just,
My hand was after leaving that fucking store.
That's funny.
oh, man.
Guess what? Fucking Way of the Warrior, not worth it.
Yeah, it is. I'm getting that.
Not worth the fucking the
Naughty Dog's best
See,
game.
here's the
I'm
deal,
getting
Matt.
that.
Here's
thumb
the deal.
toss.
It's not worth it, but it is worth it to you.
Yeah,
See
that's
that?
I can
All
only
right.
be worth it to my worth.
Start the campaign.
All right.
Bring it back.
What?
Bring the 3DO controller back.
Fuck that.
It's like a really simple controller. It's just got one thing you hate. about
Panasonic.
it.
Does Panasonic even exist anymore?
I don't even think so.
No, they're dead. Get out of here, Panasonic.
You heard it here first.
Thanks, Hyperkin. Oh, it wasn't even Microsoft that made this.
No,
It
it's
was
totally. It's the
Hyperkin.
unofficial. It's the guy. It's the guys that make the
The shit.
I think
the
it's called the
skins.
the Retron. There you go.
It's not even official.
Yeah. Well, it's officially licensed.
licensed.
Just not
Oh,
made
fuck.
by Microsoft because they're not that dumb, I guess.